Welcome again, and in this lesson we are going to learn how to write engaging emails. This is the part where I'm excited to talk about because emails are one of my favorite thing to write as a copywriter, and I'm sure you'll find here a lot of valuable insights and information. So let's get straight into it. First of all, let's have a word about emails. Different from landing pages, which most of the time are used to sell a product or a service, emails must be used for a different purpose, to pre-sell. So what I mean by pre-sell is that you are going to use your emails to just get the click and to get someone in the landing page with the right frame of mind. You're not going to do here any heavy lifting. You're just going to write a simple email that is going to get people to the landing page, and then the landing page can do the heavy lifting. Entrepreneurs and businesses who break this rule do not care about building a deeper relationship with their subscribers. They only care about making a quick buck, and that's it. I'm sure you don't want to be part of this group, so if this sounds like you, and you also want to be part of the good entrepreneurs and the good copywriters, you need to make sure that the emails you are writing have one goal in mind: to pre-sell and to build deeper relationship with subscribers. Secondly, we are going to talk about some rules that will help you write much more engaging emails. I've organized them in the rules because it's much more easier to remember that this way. So yeah, here we go. The number one rule is to have less hype and more value. So like I said, if you're trying to build a deeper relationship with your subscribers, you need more value and less hype. Make sure you're sending more engaging and valuable emails. Basically, don't just send your list promos and offers. You need to create goodwill with your audience and have them hanging for your next email. This is how you can make your subscribers stick longer with you. An easy way to manage this is to make sure 80% of your emails are content and value, and 20% is offers and promos. You can also throw in the PS, these call to actions, and ensure the main body of the email stands alone as a valuable piece of content. Secondly, make sure that emails seem like emails. By that I mean that you don't need to add images, logos, or big buttons of call to actions inside your emails. This is not a web page, remember, it's an email, and as such you need that personal touch. You can see it this way, like the moment a friend sends you an email, does he put call to actions in there with buttons? Does he use marketing stuff or promotions? The answer is no. You need to do the same here. Who do you think send these types of heavy emails with lots of images? Individuals or businesses with commercial intent? Of course, businesses, and believe it or not, that gives a bad signal to your audience. If the nature of your email isn't personal, you're hurting your sales and leaving money on the table. The third rule is to master the subject line. If your deliverability is not struggling, the next thing you should be worried about is whether or not your emails are getting opened. First of all, when it comes to deliverability, you don't need to worry about that as a copywriter, but if you become later on email list manager, this is way more important than the copy itself, I must say. So deliverability means that if your emails are getting into the primary inbox of your audience, if they are not getting there, the open rates will be much more lower, and the problem will lay elsewhere. It's not the copy, it's not that you are doing something wrong with it or you're writing a certain way. It's just that your emails are landing in the spam or in the promotions tab. So first things first, make sure that your deliverability is not struggling. Ask your client if he has a tag person in his team, or ask if they have an email list manager to make sure that deliverability is on point. You as a copywriter, you need to master the art of writing subject lines. Subject lines is the primary objective is to build curiosity, yet without sounding tricky or gimmicky. Because at the end of the day, what types of email do people open? Those from trusted friends, family members, or colleagues. Everything else goes into trash. But can you use templates to write them? Yes, of course you can. Templates are a good option. You need to be careful because everyone is using them. So what you can in the PDF version of this course, you're going to see some subject line templates that you can use, and they're going to be very valuable. Write the way you talk. This is rule number 4. Just write like you would talk to a friend, and trust me, it always sounds much more better than an email who sounds academic and corporate-y, commercial. It's much more better to write like you'd write to a friend. Now, let people into your lives a bit, show them your personality as quickly as it might be. I know this is very controversial, but it's the opposite of how many companies write emails, but let's be real. They're writing scripts and trying to sell you. So if you're doing the same too, you're not going to be different than any other copywriter who is trying to sell all the time with emails. Bear this rule in mind and always write the way you talk. Also, one more thing, good email copywriting is not about spilling all the details about the offer and squeezing everything you know about the company or being grammatically correct all the time. As you can see in this paragraph I've written, you can see there are no punctuations, there are no full stops here, and that's you can do this. Copywriters do this purposely to sound more personal and like someone like a friend or colleague is writing. So it's about keeping in mind one reader, one promise, and one idea. It's about simplicity more than anything else. The last thing your audience wants is an overwhelming wall of text. You want your emails to look approachable. Small paragraphs, single lines of copy, or an alternation between two is going to work the best. The final rule I have is to be specific. You need your copy to create some sort of engagement when someone reads it. You need to bring it to life through specifics. And I don't mean adding numbers, I mean staying away from vague copy as much as you can. Vague copy is the number one way to sound like everybody else and to bore the hell out of your readers. So take a look at the simple edits you can make to turn your vague copy into specific copy and notice how much powerful it will be. Again, don't worry about the length of a copy. As long as it doesn't bore the reader, you're good to go. A boring statement might be increase your sales, and a specific one might sound something like this. Stop for a moment and imagine what it will feel like to double your sales in the next 90 days. Profits will skyrocket. You'll be able to increase your bonus. You'll feel secure that your business was on sound footing and you wouldn't have to spend the weekends worrying about work anymore. You'd finally be able to switch off and actually enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Do you see how much more relatable this type of copy is? These edits make people feel like they know you, like you're a good friend who understands them and with whom they can love and open up to. So yeah, that's it for the emails. Again, this is the part where I'm very excited to talk about. Again, you can contact me personally to give you some extra tips in here, or if you have any questions about emails. Nowadays, emails are also widely used from companies or even in any type of industry. So if you really master this stuff, you're on your good way to become a really good copywriter. So yeah, I'm going to see you in the next lesson.